How the heck are you, everybody? I'm Fastidious. Welcome back to my channel. Well, you might have missed it, but they snuck in some delightfully juicy news. So if we go over here to event notice, you can see Frostfall Jamboree Part 1. I'm going to be giving tons of information on the Frostfall Jamboree. This is just the Christmas events, right? So much stuff coming at us, so much fun stuff. But all the way at the bottom, and this is what this video is going to be about, they talked about this. Crazy summons now available? Oh no. Number 10, literally the last thing. Surprise Invocation of Spirits. This game has a weird lingo, but surprise in this game means 1+1. So surprise, the best banner in the whole game is coming.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
So this is going to be, during this event, it will be a summoning banner from this Saturday, the 16th, until Monday, the 18th. The first legendary hero you summon, so when you summon a legendary, you will get a bonus legendary. And this is just as good as it gets. It can only happen once. I always want to let people know that because people sometimes think they can just keep summoning and every time they hit a legendary, they're actually hitting double legendaries. That will not be the case, but it actually just went live as well in the calendar, tucked away, again, kind of hidden. It's because Saturday, it's the last thing that appears in the calendar now. But you can see Saturday, 12/16, December the 16th, Surprise Spirits. Freaking fantastic. So for me, this is the best banner in the game. You know, you do have your 2x by 10x, but you still need some luck. You could go to pity. With Surprise Spirits, even if you go to pity, you're essentially guaranteeing 2x rates on legendaries. So what do I mean by that? You go to pity, but you're gonna get pity and hit 2 heroes. That happened to me last time. I went to full pity, but I hit the 2-for-1 because I was guaranteed 2. So even though I had to go all the way to 200 something summons between 205 and 220, whatever it was, even though I had to go that far to get my 1 legendary, because it came with a bonus, effectively in those like 210 summons, because I got 2 legendaries, I was averaging a legendary every 105 summons, which is great rates for a gacha game, especially this game, right? Absolutely, we will take it. So this is my favorite banner we've got in the game. Why? I thought in this video, you know, I can hype you guys up, give you the news. That's the first part, right? Done. Broke the news. 1+1, POGO, pull one, get one, BOGO, buy one, get one if you're going to go dip into your diamonds or go purchase in the shop, right, to guarantee you're going to get it. But why do I like it so much? We know it's coming. Why do I like it so much? Well, in a game like this, where I hope I've proven the point and so much more information to come very shortly, I'm going to give an update on the legendary drop rate study, but I think I've proven that the drop rates are manipulated in this game, and certainly with some of the better heroes in the game, the rates are suppressed. It's all about quantity. Quantity breeds quality in this game. So what do I mean? The more legendary heroes you get, the higher chance you're going to have quality ones. So let's just use my roster as an example. I have some of the best heroes in the game. I have some S-tier heroes, right? You can see my Celatune, my Cetrum, my Hex, my Silas, my Arrogance, Comet, Virna. These are awesome heroes. Cerberus, I love these guys, right? Well, it takes a lot of bad heroes to get the good heroes, right? It took 4 Cratches, 3 Regulus. It's not like it's a trade-off, but 3 Azor. You know, some people, Zealous, 2 Zealous. You know, some people don't like Valkyria, some people don't like Calypso, some people don't like Nyx, they don't like Aelin, Kineza, right? I have no problem getting those heroes, but by getting lots of opportunities to get good heroes, you have a better chance to get good heroes. So getting more opportunities to get legendaries, this might sound obvious, but in a game like this where there are crazy rates and you really don't know what you're going to get, the way to increase your chances to get good stuff is to get as many chances, bites at the apple, at good stuff. I know that sounds stupid, but I just want to, you know, articulate it clear as day, plain as day. So for me, knowing I can get 2 heroes, right? Knowing I can get 2 legendaries, and that worst case, I pull 220 times, I'm get 2 legendaries. There's nothing better. You know, it really feels like a bird in the hand, 2 in the bush here, but here it's 2 birds in the hand, right? 2 legendaries. And sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. So for me, I've actually had pretty bad luck with the 1+1, but honestly, I don't regret it ever. The first time I did it, I got a dupe Regulus and I got a dupe Azor. The second time I did it is when I got really lucky. I got Valkyria, who people don't love, but it was my first Valkyria, and I like her a lot. And I got Hex, so that was amazing. That's how I got my Hex, because, you know, I increased the quantity of legendaries I was getting. I grew the legendary pool that exists on my roster, which grew the chances that some of these heroes would actually be good, and I got Hex, who is like my best, him and Zealotune are my best guild boss damage right now, right? It's fantastic having him on the team. He came from a 1+1, but then, you know, my last 1+1 was a dupe Zealous and a dupe Laseer. It is what it is. I don't mind the dupe Laseer. Zealous has no place on my account. Like, literally, I don't even use him in Cultist faction trials now. So he's useless to me until they buff him or something, which I don't expect will happen. He does look really cool though. And Laseer, I didn't need his A1. I already had a copy, but it is what it is. No regrets, you know, because I always use the expression bites at the apple, but the 1+1 is going to guarantee you as many bites at the apple as possible, right? And the more instances you have of having some RNG rolling that you got a legendary, now let's see who it is, the better, because that's the more opportunities it is going to be that it's actually what you want and who you need. Now, the final point of why I'm so excited for this weekend, as you can see, I have a lot of unique legendary heroes. So when I say unique, I mean individual heroes, so not counting the dupe Zealot who I pulled, dupe Silas, you know, the three dupe Cratches, stuff like that, right? So just unique legendary heroes that stand alone on my account. It comes out to what? 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 28. I have 28 of the legendary heroes in this game. There's something like 40 or 45 legendary heroes. So I have a lot, or maybe it's more like 50 if you include all the chaotic and arbiters that exist now, something like that. I've got maybe half the legendaries, right? But the good thing is I have a lot of good ones, and it's about time I go get some dupes. So I feel like a lot of times people just want new, and I always say new is good, right? Because you want to be Ash Ketchum, right? You want to catch them all. You want to fill out that Pokédex. It is a hero collector after all. However, to be as strong as possible, I want that A3 Zealot. I want that A5 Silas. You know, I need A1 Hex. I really want A3 Cetrum. They can keep going and going. I really want to get A3 on my Comet. Honestly, I want to get A5 on my Comet. You know, I really want A3 on my Cerberus. So things like that, you know, I'd love A3 on my Constance. I want more copies of my very, very best heroes, right? So I just kind of want to highlight that really quickly, what I'm hoping to get this 1+1. And, you know, my manifesting has been working lately when I got my Eloin, so maybe I can manifest a little bit more. So if we look at fighters here, the only special exclusive fighters I don't have are Valeria and Salazar. Quite frankly, Salazar is really, really good, but I don't think he has a place in my squad right now. Valeria would be amazing. I really would love to get a Valeria, and I do have Vladov now, and I got Ardia, I got Cerberus. I'm filling out a decent Chaos squad. I would love, love, love to get Valeria. She would help me a lot in the arena, and she would fit right into my guild boss team. She'd kick Deimos right out of the team. So I think of reasonable, seems to have a fairly high drop rate from my study. Even though she's a newer hero, many people have her. Just anecdotally, when I pull for viewers, she seems to drop a lot. I would love to get a Valeria, get my base copy, and if the 1+1 was 2 Valerias, I wouldn't mind, because Valeria at A1, A3, and A5 is beyond crack. Just getting that A3 Valeria, you know, that's a goal of mine. She is so freaking strong. That would be absolutely lovely. Moving along to the defenders, really no defenders. You know, actually, let me say one thing. One defender I would love getting is Torador. And, you know, on average, you can expect about 8% of the time, once you know you're getting a legendary, 8% of the time it should be a Lord. I have never gotten a legendary Lord from a rare summoning crystal or a legendary summoning crystal. I got one legendary Lord ever. That was Morrigan from a single pull on ancient summons. So I would love, you know, when you hit 2, that's 2 chances that, hey, maybe it's a Lord this time, and maybe I'm due to finally get a Lord. Morrigan was well over 2 months ago now. So I would love, love, love to get Torador. So let's manifest that a little bit. And then I'd love some Constance dupes. I would love any dupes of Constance, would be fantastic. If you guys don't know why, I guess when I say I want a dupe, I'll show you. So every one ally present increases healing multiplier by 5%. Present in her range, she's got that interesting kind of like Dolores range. The way you're going to use her, she'll probably have 3 allies, so you'll get that 15% boost to the healing multiplier. I love that. And this is a multiplicative boost, right? Not an additive boost. So that is very, very strong. I really like that. If we go down to the marksman, I absolutely need Silas dupes. I have an A1 Silas. A2 will get a little attack. Doesn't matter too much to me. A3, when there's two marksmen or more, this says more than. The way it actually works is 2 or more marksmen. Increases damage of this hero and 1 random ally. You can manipulate this very, very well. I'm thinking pairing like my Silas with my Idril or something. This would be amazing. I really want to give him an A3 A3, so obviously I got to get him A2 first. Silas is, you know, about as good as an endgame hero as you could ever want. He's so cracked out, especially once you have Virna like I do. I would love to get some Silas dupes. I would love to get some Setstrom dupes. Entering the Fortress stance grants buffs for up to 2 allies, so now your allies are going to deal extra damage to shielded enemies, so think Guild Boss. So it's an amazing buff ability. Here, increases damage by 3% for each tile between the hero and the target, so based on distance. He's got a big range, obviously. I'd love him A3, but really, I just want that A1 Setstrom. This would be an immediate boon to my Guild Boss, killing those shields faster, putting up some big numbers. I want A1 Hex, and then, of course, the girl who you guys might yet be yelling at your screen that I skipped her. Of course, I want Hotsit. She's got a claim to be the best hero in the game. I'm actually working on the best endgames hero. It's a video I'm working on, best legendary endgame heroes and epic endgame heroes. You can look out for that. I'm gonna make that with Ronaldo Plays, so shout out to him. Go check out Ronaldo. And Hotsit certainly makes my top 5. She's not going to be my number 1, but she's got a strong claim for some people to be number 1. The best legendary, the most versatile legendary in the game. I would love to finally get her. However, I don't really need her. Like, she would help me a ton in Arena, but, you know, even some more Calypso dupes, I wouldn't be upset. Some Nyx dupes. Eventually, I want to get an A5 Nyx. I'm all happy. Even getting Razak, right? I don't have this benefit of the XP boost. I can't throw him into my squads for that extra 5%. That 5% adds up. I wouldn't mind pulling my first Razak, right? Moving right along to healers. Don't really want any healers. The only ones you can get from the 1+1 on that normal banner. Oh, I guess I want Sadie. I don't have Sadie. I wouldn't mind getting Sadie. She would make certain parts of Nightmare Void Rift a lot easier. I don't need her. I don't really want any dupes of these other guys. These are the only 4 you can get, right? Eloin, Aelin, Ezrein. Eloin, Aelin, Ezrein. They kind of all sound the same. And Sadie. This one I'm less excited about, but I wouldn't mind getting a Sadie. Over here in Mages, no one's screaming at me, and I guess if we're going to get greedy for Lords, I would love a Venoma. Don't really need Iax. I'm happy with my A1 Virna. I don't need more. I wouldn't mind some Nocturne dupes. He has very good Awakenings, and I certainly wouldn't mind some Comet dupes. That would be pretty darn sweet. And then finally, oh, no, that's it right there. So there you go, guys. That kind of just sums up. Yeah, so the reason I'm so into, in conclusion, the reason I'm so interested in 1+1 banners is I want as many opportunities as possible to get something I want. So a 1+1 banner where instead of getting 1 legendary, I'm getting 2. I know it sounds plainly simple and dumb and obvious, but it's gonna just increase the chances. Every opportunity I get to get a legendary lord, even if it is, during that event, 0.04% chance, I believe that's what it is, a 4 in 10,000 chance. Let me pull up those rates for you, right? Because it's not gonna be 2x rates. So you can see a 4 in 10,000 chance, so a 0.04% chance that I get one of these guys. Well, getting 2 legendaries, that chance has 2 opportunities to kick in, and maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get a Twin Fiend or a Venoma or an Aracha. Like, how fun would that be? Leia would be fun. I mean, any of it would be fun. A dupe Morrigan, I don't even care. And then, yeah. Maybe I'll get some of those great dupes. Maybe I'll get Hotsit. Maybe I'll get Valeria. You never know. All right, I kind of rambled on here because I got excited, kind of dreaming about the heroes I want to get. Let me know in the comments which heroes you would like to get from your 1+1. Who are you hunting for? I read every single comment, so get down in there. If you like my stuff, like it, subscribe, share it with your mother, and I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.